Okay, so our article begins with a very strong and bold statement that Winnie promises is true. It says, it's fun. You don't promise?
I didn't say
I
anything.
promise.
Really?
Maybe. It's fun to visit a craft market during Chinese New Year vacation.
Wow.
That's a strong statement. But it is something to do. I'm not saying it's
Right.
always fun, but it's certainly something that you
go
can
check
do
it out.
during Chinese New Year vacation. Perfect time to visit because vacation is our word power word. Well, that's not the reason to visit, but that's the reason we're looking at this word. It's spelled V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N. V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N, vacation. A vacation is basically like a holiday. It's time when you don't have to be at work or at school. You can have a little vacation on the weekend. That's certainly time for vacation. Or, of course, we also have more official vacations during the year. There's the New Year's festival. There's the Dragon Boat Festival. There's different vacations like that. We can also talk about a vacation as just being a time when you travel away from home for fun, all right? So it could be during a vacation time, like a weekend or a holiday, or you can just say, I'm leaving school for a week, ha ha ha, my family is going to Hawaii for 5 days for a vacation. That's the kind of vacation we have here in our example sentence. My family will travel to Hong Kong for our vacation. My family will travel to Hong Kong for our vacation, maybe during the Chinese New Year vacation.
假期我们用 vacation 这个名词，比如我们会说像这个暑假 summer vacation， 或者是我们在文章里有看到Chinese New Year vacation。那动词呢，我们可以搭配 take a vacation or go on a vacation， 就是我们要去度假，那我们就可以看到例句说要去香港 for our vacation， 要去香港度假。大家是不是也和我一样，放假不知道该做些什么，总不能一直懒在家里 ，It's too boring to just sit at home。所以今天的文章要带大家去认识台湾有趣的市集。文章一开始就说，过年的长假可以去逛逛这些手工市集 （craft markets）。Craft markets, we've been talking about craft markets. So what is it? What's a craft market?
What's in a craft market? Well, let's keep reading to find out. It says, check out these markets for handmade crafts and delicious food. All right, so a craft market, it's kind of like a night market in the way it's sort of set up. Right? It would be people with stalls, tables on a road, probably somewhere outdoors.
Yes.
It's not a permanent thing like a shopping mall or a department store or anything like that. And of course, it's not selling the typical things you find in stores, right? They might be selling food, but it's probably food grown by the farmers themselves who then bring it into the town to sell to people. You might be able to buy all sorts of things for your home, but these are things that are probably not made from plastic or made in a factory by a big company. No. They're often made from natural things like wood. They're often made by people and using their own hands. So that would be the craft part of it, but a lot of handmade things and also hand-grown fruits and vegetables. Wow. Nothing from a big factory farm.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's healthy and it's natural and hopefully it's it's not that cheap.
Not really,
it'll be
no.
good. It'll be good and you'll feel good for buying it. Winnie promises. I promise. No, okay. I promise. You'll feel good, yeah.
Yeah, sounds fun.
You're giving the money to the artists and makers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Handmade 这个字乍看有点长，不过呢，我们看到长字先不要慌。That's gross.
I'm
What are you
hand
doing
making
there?
things.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
making cookies and muffins.
然后我们现在来看看这个 handmade， 把它切开来，我们可以看到 hand and made 这样的两个字，其实呢，大家就猜到意思就是手工制作意思。比如说，我们可以说 handmade cakes，刚刚有讲到 handmade cookies，或者是 handmade necklace，手工做的这个项链，或者是甚至 handmade wallet， 手工做的皮包等等。所以文章说，在这个手工创意市集呢，会有这些手工做的工艺品 ，and of course。Delicious food.
Yes.
好吃的食物。
Another popular thing you can get often this food is good, kind of like night market style food.
Yeah.
Food you can probably walk around with and it's kind of snacky and really good. So let's look at a couple of the markets that we can find around Taiwan. Today our focus will be on one up here in the north of Taiwan, the Simple Market. That's right. It's called Simple Market because it's not fancy. It's simple.
Simple.
It's natural. It's a great place to go, especially on the weekend because that's what it says. Taipei's Simple Market takes place Saturday and Sunday afternoons near Taipei 101. It's right across the street from like the World Trade Center.
Oh, you've been there?
I have a friend who goes there he sells every weekend.
Wow, what does he sell?
One of my buddies, fruits and vegetables, organically grown up in the mountains, and he makes his own delicious pesto for your Italian noodles. It's really,
I should check it out.
Really good, actually.
Really.
Yeah, look out
Mike promises.
Look out for Kiwi James. He's a very friendly guy from New Zealand.
And sometimes there's music too,
Yeah,
right?
sure. They'll have outdoor performers playing some, nice songs and stuff like that.
Cool， 台北朋友应该都有听说这个44南村，它就在这个101的对面。然后呢，它其实就是我们说简单市集 （Simple Market）。Actually, there's a reason why it's called Simple Market.
That's right. It's nothing too fancy, of course. That's why we might use the adjective simple. It's kind of the opposite of fancy. But the article also says it gives small local businesses a chance to sell handmade craft. So the businesses are quite simple. The things you'll find there are quite simple. But the people who make it are very passionate about what they do. And the things that they make are really, really top quality. And of course, also totally unique. It's not like buying, something in a store and then you see someone a day later and they're wearing the same clothes. These are very small, privately owned businesses, not big companies or anything like that. But if we're talking about buying and selling things, business is an important word to use. Business, B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S is how we spell business. We'll find out more right now. Well, of course, the word business has a couple of definitions. More generally, business is just when people are moving money around to buy and sell stuff. That's business. But when you have an organization of people that work together to buy and sell things, to make money by buying, making, or selling things, that would be a business. It could be a small business that you and maybe a friend run on the internet, selling things online, or it could be a big business like a car company or a telephone company or a computer company or something like that. Businesses come in all shapes and sizes, but almost everything that we buy for our daily lives comes from a business of some kind, and businesses want to make money. For example, my friend Betty owns a business. She sells t-shirts. My friend Betty owns a business. She sells t-shirts, not seashells by the seashore.
Business 这个字有点难，就是企业、公司都可以用这个字。虽然这个字已经有很多 s 了，但是复数形一样要再加 es， 变成 businesses。哦，很多 s。比如像这个文章，我们看到 local businesses 就是在地的企业。那相反的，我们可以说 international businesses 就是国际企业。一样呢，我们可以学一下这个搭配的动词。我们可以说 do business with somebody， 跟某个人做生意，或者是 you can start your own business，
Sure，
自己创业。那这样我们就可以看到例句啦。像这个例句是 Betty， 她就是自己创业。Own a business， 他是专门在卖 T-shirt 的。
Your friend Betty owns a T-shirt business?
Do you have a friend named Betty
My friend
too?
Betty T-shirt?
Betty T-shirt.
Betty T-shirt. I love her T-shirts, especially the ones with the seashells on the front. Because then she sells T-shirts with seashells by the sea. Ooh, that's a tough one. But yes, that's a good point. Businesses. So that ES sound when you talk about many businesses, it's an IZ. It's that kind of I. It's not businesses. Because then you just sound like an angry snake. Businesses. It's a businesses. That's what we would say for two or more businesses. Anyways, let's get back to the article and find out what some of the businesses at the Simple Market would sell. It says the vendors sell handmade clothes, bags, jewelry, and dolls. Here we have the word vendor. Kind of like business in this situation, but it is a different word, so we're going to take a look. Vendor is spelled V-E-N-D-O-R. V-E-N-D-O-R. Vendor. All right, vendor. Yes, I mentioned in this case, when we're talking about outdoor craft markets and things like that, a vendor might be the business because the vendor is generally someone who is selling something. As we've learned at these handicraft markets and things like that, often that's also the person who made the thing. So the vendor could be also the person who owns the business. But generally, a vendor is just someone who is selling something. Sometimes they'd work for a big company and they're just an employee or a worker for that company. But if you go to a night market and there's someone there selling something, anything from shoes to clothes to makeup, jewelry, or even food, the person you give the money to, who puts it in a bag and gives it to you and says, "Thanks for coming," that person would be the vendor, kind of like a salesperson. For example, Molly and Jim bought some food from a street vendor at the night market. Molly and Jim bought some food from a street vendor at the night market.
Vendor 是个名词，它指这个摊贩，就是像这个路边摊的小摊贩啊，或者是卖的人，我们也可以叫他们 vendor。像是这个例句，我们看到 Molly 跟 Jim， 通常我们会在夜市 night market 的这些小小的摊贩，我们就可以称它为 vendors。所以啊，我们回到这个文章啊，他说这些小摊贩啊会卖这些手工做的衣服啊、包包啊 ，and jewelry， 就是像这些。accessories 像这些饰品啊、配件等等的。I know besides handmade stuff, there is a farmer's market too. So it actually helps local farmers.
That's right. A farmer's market is the same kind of idea. It's independent business people selling things that in this case, they've often grown on their own farms themselves. People like it because you feel you know the person.
You know where they come from.
That's right. Often they use cleaner, healthier ways of growing stuff.
We hope.
So if you really take your food seriously, you might want to go to a farmer's market. It says they also sell local fruits and vegetables, probably grown within a few miles of where the market is taking place. Some vendors sell other things too. So it says some vendors sell coffee, cake, and other treats too. That's right. So it's not just, fruits and vegetables raw that you have to prepare. You could get coffee that probably comes from a good source. You get cake that's made just a few miles away by the person who's selling it to you, and other wonderful things. And when we talk about wonderful things, we might use the word treat. Other treats too. Sounds good. Treat is a word power word for us. T-R-E-A-T. T-R-E-A-T, treat. Let's check it out. Well, a treat generally is just a little special thing that you might get or give as a reward, as kind of a present for something like that. Nothing formal like a birthday or Christmas present, but if a little kid works hard and does well on a test or something like that, the parents might give them a little treat. They might say, "Okay, you did well on that test, we can have pizza for dinner tonight." And the kid loves pizza, so that would be a treat. When we're talking about food, treats are those foods that are often not so good for us. Something a little sweet, something a little salty or greasy like fast food. You shouldn't eat it, but once in a while when you've been a good boy or girl, you could say, "I'm going to have a treat and get myself a nice big piece of pie," or something like that. All right? For example, we could say David's favorite treat is a delicious chocolate cake. David's favorite treat is a delicious chocolate cake. He'll get one on his birthday and, maybe if he does something really good. We should also point out treat can be a verb. And when you give something special to someone as a reward, as sort of a prize or a present, you can treat that person. "I'll treat you to a movie if you pass your test," your parents might say. So yes, because it is a verb and a noun at the same time, you can treat someone to a treat.
Oh my.
I could ask you, for example, if you did really well, what treat would you like to be treated to?
Oh, treat.
What would be your favorite treat to be treated to?
If I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah. When you feel like, "Good job, Winnie. Good job, me."
Lemon tart.
Lemon tart. That's a good treat.
Right?
Excellent choice.
Right. treat 那在这里是名词的用法，表示美食。像我们说做了什么事情啊，可以犒赏自己，我们就可以用 treat 这个字。所以除了这个小农啊，还有这些贩卖一些蔬果以外呢，有些摊贩会卖咖啡，会卖蛋糕，还有其他的美食，就是指很特别的食物。尤其就是像刚刚我们有说到，平常吃不到，做了什么好事，想要犒赏自己，或者是爸爸妈妈觉得，你今天考得很不错，或者是功课都做完了，可以去吃点好吃的东西，我们就可以用 treat 这个字。像例句呢，这个 David 他最喜欢的美食就是很好吃可口的巧克力蛋糕。所以可以帮大家有这个 Mike 有跟大家补充一下 ，treat 当动词呢也有请客的意思，所以刚刚有讲到 treat you some treats。Treat
you to some treats.
Treat you to some treats. 哦，好多 T， 就是请你吃一些美食，或者是呢，我们也可以说 We treated mom to a nice restaurant on her birthday， 就是在她生日的时候，请她去上这个很好的馆子，这样。所以我们可以用 treat 有名词跟动词的意思。
All right. Earlier in the article, we mentioned that the Simple Market here in Taipei on Saturdays and Sundays has music. Let's find out more about that. It says the market also has live music on Sundays. Okay, so maybe it's just one day of the week. I think Sunday is the day that I remember going down there.
And you saw music
Yeah,
too?
yeah. It's probably maybe slightly busier, but you know, it's a good time to go. One thing I know from my friend's business, if you really want something, maybe go early, because some of these businesses, if they're popular, they do run out of things.
Wow.
It's not a store where they have a giant warehouse filled with stuff, you know. Often if they have 40 things and they sell 40 things, you got to come back next week. But anyways, shopping and eating at Simple Market is a nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Absolutely. And it's a nice thing to do for local businesses too, before the Amazons of the world just take over everything. Because Amazon doesn't provide you with live music when you're shopping.
Live music. What
Do
is that?
they?
What's live?
Live music just means music that is being performed by musicians right now, right in front of your eyes.
Wow.
It's not off a CD or an MP3. You're not watching a video of a live show. It's actually in front of you. The musicians are right there. You can even touch them if you're nice. Well, actually, maybe you should ask. Well, a lot of musicians wouldn't mind, I'm sure, but you should ask.
Ooh, music and food, everybody's favorite. 现场有这个音乐，还有吃的，有逛的，当然是周日下午最好的去处啦。我们看到句子说 ，Shopping and eating at Simple Market is a nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon。我们看到 shopping and eating 是这个动名词当主词，指这一件事情，就是 shopping 跟 eating， 用 and 连接起来视为一件事情。Before we get too excited, let's go to today's magic box.